Okay, let's get started. There's not much time. Okay, so today we are having another high impact news by 1:30 p.m. Which is core retail sales, and it's coming up. It's coming up by 1:30 p.m., which is core retail sales. So monthly, and also unemployment claims. So let me explain these unemployment claims and retail sales for you guys, right? So unemployment claims, this is the money given to unemployed workers. You know, in US, either you lost your job or you don't have money, you can file for unemployment benefits. Do you understand? You can file for unemployment benefits. So if you don't have money or you don't have a job, there is unemployment claim. So the government usually use this claim or this benefit to track the numbers of unemployed workers, just to know if the economy is doing well or not, right? So that is one of the back end reasons why they do this. It's not as if they give free money. They don't give free money. Okay. They're just using it to track number of unemployed workers, people that are not getting job and all that. And this will also reduce crime rate. Like if the government is paying you, they are giving you monthly money because you are unemployed, why should you do crime? Do you understand? So that's another way that the United States government is trying to do. So by 1:30, you're having that. We have retail sales monthly and core retail sales. Okay. So by 1:30, let's expect that. Something happened yesterday. Although we dropped the signal on our 5X group, we would have dropped the gold signal, but since the NZD signal was dropped, and okay, so since the NZD signal was dropped yesterday, so we decided to leave it at that. Gold moved about 500 pips yesterday, and the reason was that Powell and Trump are having one or two issues. It has been anticipated, and it's due to the interest rate and all that. So Trump says the interest rate should be lowered, and Powell disagreed. So Trump said he's going to fire Powell. So the market reacted due to that. And who is Jerome Powell? Jerome Powell is the Jerome Powell is the chairman of Fed Reserve, right? Is the chairman of Fed Reserve. Chairman of Fed Reserve. So Jerome Powell is chairman of Fed Reserve. So that is who Jerome Powell is, right? So okay. So now let's look at what the dollar is doing. Today is Thursday, right? And a day to the end of the week. And we're also going to be having a weekly review and all that. So today, Thursday, we are seeing where the market is expected to go. Right? On a weekly time frame, we are still expecting much more bullish sentiment, right? Much more bullish sentiment for for dollar, right? And I said this is the high, this is the little high, this is the low, and this is just a zone that we are going to expect probably a retracement from, right? And on a daily time frame, we are still expecting some bullish sentiment as well. We are looking towards some bullish sentiment on a daily time frame. So bullish sentiment on a daily time frame is still what we are also looking towards. So 4 hours time frame as well, we are still expecting dollar to be bullish. So dollar still continue its bullishness till we get to this zone, which is 99130 region. So the rejection happened yesterday and reacted at a major supply zone, which I'm going to show us on a line chart. Okay, so today also at our offices, we'll be having advanced classes in all our offices. And we are going to end today's class by 3 p.m. in Abuja office. So 11 to 1, we're going to have an interactive session, then 1 to 2 break, then 2 to 3, we are going to have an advanced class. So please, let's try and be available. So 97.365, that was where we had the rejection yesterday. And that yesterday was also, at the support because resistance level. Today we are going to look at support replicon resistance level. It's a very, very key point that a whole lot of traders do not take cognizance of. So support replicon resistance level is a very, very strong key point. And if I'm to show you 1001, I'm going to show you 1001 reasons or places why we have support replicon resistance level. This is also another one here. Support replicon resistance zone. You can see this place was broken. Support, then it became again, it reclaimed it, and we have a rejection at that zone as well. So this market retracted and start pulling to the upside. So where is dollar headed? We see dollar, the first place we see dollar at is 98.525 region, but that is just that. So what are we anticipating on dollar? We are still bullish on dollar, although we've missed out with this retracement, but we are still very, very bullish on United States dollar. We just wait for a strong retracement before entering into the market, right? Okay, so let's look at some pairs. I'm going to start with USD right? I'm going to start with USD and I'm going to start with daily time frame because we've had the weekly time frame perception. So the daily time frame, what I would say expecting, you can see we are still very bullish on daily time frame. Why? Because we can see here, you can see here, and we see how market rejected the zone and is still moving to the upside. So we see this level where market rejects 0.80987, 0.80987 region for much more reasons for price to move to the upside. 4 hours time frame also, you can see that we have a rejection on USCHF. This is just a metric telling us that we are still bullish on USDCHF. Do we have an entry yet? I would love to see the retracement starting from here. The retracement starting from this resistance, this level, or max at this peak. At this peak level, right? So I'd love to see market entry at that peak level, at this level, before we enter a buy. So what are we expecting? Price could tap into this resistance, retrace. So it is at that retracement, at any of this zone. Okay, this one has been taken out, probably this level, at any of this level before we buy USDCHF. So I'm still bullish on dollar and I'm expecting a proper retracement before we enter USDCHF. We can't just enter now. Entry here is a wrong entrance, okay? Is a wrong entrance. Please take note of that. Okay, so we have USD card. Let's go to USD card. So for USD card, right, it's still the same thing. On the daily time frame, shows more strength for dollar indices. In fact, we have this market reject this level. So this zone shows a retracement. I'm going to show us on a line chart. A line chart here. Can you see rejection, and we have a retracement, we have continuations from that level. So 4 hours time frame as well, we see how market still shows some strength of buying. So but we are not going to buy now. We are not going to buy now. You can see this zone. So you can see the resistance here was broken, market took it back. So this level is my strong zone where I expect a retracement before I buy. It's not rocket science. We just need market to move down a little bit, retest any of these zones before buying USD card. Okay, so we just wait for a retracement before entering USD card. Okay, so that is that for USD card. Let's look at GBP USD. I'm trying to scout for a very good entry for us so that we can have, we can enter the market and make profit for ourselves. So I'm just trying to scalp for good entry. So yesterday candle closes still bearish for GBP USD. We are still bearish on GBP USD. Okay, so daily time frame, we are still bearish. So this is also another sign that GBP USD will still sell, right? Because we have a rejection at this zone, which is a strong S&R level, that support become resistance level. I'm going to say on lower time frame, we can see this support become resistance. We have a rejection, still showing us that we are still bearish. Look at this zone also. Look at this zone also. Can you see here? Support becomes what? Resistance. So we are still heading down. So if you want to know the mystery of the support become resistance, we like to say in class today, as we are going to analyze, use it to analyze and pick trade live class for ourselves today. So our physical office in Abuja is number 50, Ebitu Kiwe Street, Work and Connect Building, Jabi, and in Lagos is number 54B, Agos Plaza, Ikeja, Adeniyi Jones Ikeja. So try to be there today. Today's our advanced class. So you can just take from 11 to 3 p.m. or probably from if you want to have access to the advanced class, you can start from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay, so as I said, we are still looking towards much more bearish sentiment for GBP USD. Should you have an entry? No, I will not have an entry yet because I would like price to retrace. I think being we are in the market around here, I think we are in this market and we see this rejection, we would have entered a very good sell. But here, it's very close to this support level, so we expect a retracement before we sell. So hopefully the retracement could be around here. I'll look at the zone. If I see a rejection around this zone, 1.33865 region, I am going to sell GBP USD. So let's watch out for that, right? Okay, so Euro USD. So can you all hear me now? Can everybody hear me? If you look at NZD USD also, you also see the same bias. NZD USD, you also see the same bias, telling us that we are still bearish. NZD USD, still the same bias. We are still bearish on a daily time frame. So if you look at 4 hours time. Okay, so on 4 hours time frame, also the same thing. We are looking towards some bearish sentiment for NZD USD. What we just need to do is wait for a proper retracement before entering into this market. Because if you enter into the market without a proper retracement, you might either be stopped out or you get stopped hunt. Okay, might either be stopped out or you get stopped hunted. So those are the two things we are looking towards or looking at on NZD-USD. You can see support become resistance level. So we don't need to enter the market at the moment. We need to wait for proper retracement before entry into the market. Okay, so we can see this is support becomes what? Resistance, and market crashed. So we need price to close below. Price close below here, retraced up to this level, crash. So where is the next level we are looking towards for we to take a sell is here, right? So once we see a rejection here, we sell and we continue following the market, provided that the higher time frame is still what? Is still very